f is a function from natural numbers to natural numbers such that f of n is defined. F of n is 2 if n is 3k. If f of n is 10 minus n if n is 3k plus 1, and f of n is 0 if n is 3k plus 2. See, as I mentioned you need to think every function just like a mission, okay? See, if your function f or if your mission is f, okay? If for that function the inputs are natural numbers as well as outputs are also natural numbers, domain and codomain are naturals, okay? If your input is particularly 3k, that in the sense if your input is 3 multiple, 3k means 3 multiples. That means if your input is either 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 like that, the multiples of 3. If your input is multiples of 3, then the output of the function is 2. You just give any input which is multiple of 3. For suppose if your input for the function is 300, answer is 2 only, because 300 is a multiple of 3. Okay, right. And if your input is 3k plus 1, 3 multiple plus 1, that in the sense 3 is a 3 multiple, right? Plus 1 is 4. 6 plus 1, that in the sense if your inputs are 4, 7, 10, which are 3 multiples plus 1, then the output is 10 minus n. Okay, right. Whereas if your input is 3k plus 2, then your output is 0. Okay, right. So now we need to find, actually if you think about the numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all these things are what? All these things are natural numbers, okay? Your domain is these natural numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like that. Okay? The codomain is also given as natural, but here it is 0. How it is possible? Okay. If it is a 3 multiple, you need to connect 3 to 2, 6 to 2, 9 to 2, 10, 11, 12, and this 12 also 2. You need to connect all these 3 multiples to 2 only. Whereas 3k plus 1, for suppose 4, if your input is 4, 10 minus 4 is 6. You need to connect 4 to 6. And then 6 and then 1. 3k plus 1 is 7. Okay. 10 minus 7 is 3. You need to connect it for 3. Okay. And then 9 is a 3 multiple. After that we have 10. Okay. And you need to connect the 10 to 0. But since it is natural, you won't get 0. Okay. Maybe whole numbers actually. I think so. Right. So now our task is to find the natural values of n such that f of n is greater than 2. Right. F of n has 3 different definitions. Which definition we need to accept? F of n is greater than 2. This f of n is greater than 2. If you use the first definition, 2 greater than 2, not possible, leave it. If you use this last definition, 0 greater than 2, not possible, leave it. If you use this definition, 10 minus n greater than 2, you need to use that, okay? Yeah, how can we need to use 10 minus n greater than 2? Send n that side, 2 this side. 10 minus 2 greater than n, 8 is greater than n is less than 8. N value is less than 8 as well as n is 3 multiple plus 1. Okay, so 3 multiple plus 1 in the sense, see 1 is 3 multiple plus 1, 3 into 0 plus 1. 4 is 3 multiple plus 1, and then 7 is 3 multiple plus 1. So n is less than 8 as well as 3 multiple plus 1. So your possible values are 1, 4, 7, and that's your answer. Okay, first of all try to analyze the function and then find the values of n such that f of n greater than 2. And your answers for this problem are 1, 4, 7. That's it. See, just look at the problem. F of x plus y is equals to f of x into f of y is given. With that particular definition, we need to think about any suitable function. Okay. See, all this comes under like functional equations. There we will learn how to guess the function depending on this functional relation. From that knowledge, f of x plus y is equals to f of x into f of y. Which one I need to use? Okay, see in generally a power m into a power n is equals to a power m plus n, right? So with that idea, what I am thinking is, okay, you just consider, if you consider f of x is equals to some a power x, okay, I don't know that a, okay, here a is already mentioned, right? So don't take that a. F of ax, k is also used. You need to take some other variable. F of x is equals to some p power x. We don't know the base actually, okay? If that f of x is equals to some number to the power x, then what you say about f of y? F of y is equals to p power y. When you multiply f of x into f of y, p power x into p power y is p power x plus y, which is f of x plus y. And that's why, okay, this particular definition is acceptable. With the given functional rule, f of x plus y is equals to f of x into f of y. With this functional rule, this function satisfies that functional rule. Okay, so we conclude that our function is of the form p power x, right? Okay, then f of 1 is also given as 2, right? Then from this you need to get the value of p. Since f of 1 is equals to 2, that implies we need to replace x with 1. F of x is p power x, f of y is p power y, f of 1 is p power 1 is equals to 2, p is equals to 2. So from these two we will conclude that therefore f of x is equals to 2 power x. Okay, so now the function is very clear, which is 2 power x, right? Now sigma k is equals to 1 to n f of a plus k. Okay, we need to replace k with 1 up to n. Okay, and now, yeah, we need to find that particular value. Now sigma k running from 1 to n f of a plus k, right? If your input is x, the function is 2 power x. If your input is y, the function is 2 power y. Like that, if your input is a plus k, then the function is 2 power a plus k. So that is equals to sigma k is equals to 1 to n 2 power a plus k. Okay, and since it is 2 power a plus k, here sigma is running over k of 2 power a plus k, right? You just try to simplify this part. So this is equals to sigma k is equals to 1 to n 2 power a into 2 power k. Since this sigma is running over k, this 2 power a is independent of k, you just write it outside. So this is equals to 2 power k into sigma k running from 1 to n 2 power k. So this 2 power a is a outside constant, and this is sigma k running from 1 to n 2 power k. This part we need to simplify. Okay, the summation. Okay, see, it forms a geometric progression, sum of n terms of gp. Okay, so this is equals to 2 power a into sum of n terms of gp is what? A into r power n minus 1 by r minus 1. Here the first term is, when you replace k with 1, 2 itself, into common ratio is also 2 itself, power n minus 1 divided by 2 minus 1. The denominator is 1, very clear. You need to compare this result with the given 16 times of 2 power n minus 1. When you compare this 2 power n minus 1 get cancels with this 2 power n minus 1. This is 2 into 2 power a, and this is 16. So very clear, the value of a is equals to 3, and your answer is 3. There ends the problem. Have a look. So the main part is guessing the function or identifying the function f of x as p power x from the given functional relation. Okay, have a look. F of n is given like minus 1 to the power n minus 1 into n minus 1. G of n is given in terms of f of n. We need to find g circle g of n. See, first of all we need to identify g of n. G of n is n minus f of n. Okay, n minus of this particular part we need to replace. Okay, in the place of f of n we need to replace with that. But this f of n is involved with that minus 1 to the power n minus 1. See, we are familiar, if the power is an even, this minus 1 will become 1. If power is odd, the minus 1 will become minus 1. Okay. See, first of all, I will split this problem in two ways. Okay. Whenever that n is even and whenever that n is odd. Is it right? For suppose, if n is even number minus 1 is odd, so it becomes minus of n minus 1 if n is even. Just have a look. If n is even number minus 1 is odd. Since even number minus 1 is odd, the power is odd, minus 1 to the power odd number is minus, so minus of n minus 1. Whereas if n is odd, this odd minus 1 is even, so minus 1 to the power even will become plus, so plus of n minus 1 if n is odd. So just I split the problem into two ways. Once if it is even, once if it is odd. So again we need to rewrite it also in two possible ways. This g of n for even and for odd. N minus f of n, right? So n minus of, what is f of n in this case? 1 minus n. If n is even. The first possibility is n even case. The second possibility is n odd case. N minus of n minus 1 if n is odd. So from there what we have, therefore g of n is equals to, okay, n minus of 1 minus n, minus of minus plus 2n, 2n minus 1 if n is even, and that g of n is equals to n minus n. Okay, n will get cancelled, you left with 1 if n is odd. But what we need to find? We need to find g circle g of n. Again, that also we need to find in two possible ways. Okay, if n is even, g circle g of n is equals to g of n, and that g of n is 2n minus 1, right? Replace it with 2n minus 1. Okay, g of 2n minus 1. Now g of 2n minus 1, once you just think about it, this 2n minus 1 is an odd number. Since this 2n minus 1, see, for any n, 2 into something minus 1 is always odd, we know it, right? This is the form of odd. So g of odd, its value is 1. So if n is even, g circle g of n value is 1. Okay, and in the other case, if n is odd, g circle g of n we need to find. That is equals to g of n. Yeah, n is odd. If n is odd, our g of n is 1 only. So you need to replace g of n with 1. So g of 1. That 1 is again odd. Since our input is odd, you just go with the second rule. So the result is again 1. So this is equals to 1. So either if n is even or if n is odd, g circle g of n is always 1. Okay, this is one way of solving. In another way, just you give different values, that's it, no problem. Okay, you just give some 7 in the place of n here. 7. So what is this value? Again 7. What is this value? Again 7. What is this value? You will get 1. So some other time you just take some 11 or 10. See, without taking n values, without assuming, without replacing n with different values, this is the exact procedure. In examination, if you feel any difficulty or confusion with this procedure, directly you just try to solve the problem by fixing the value of n as your wish. Okay, you just fix the value of n, maybe 7, maybe 10, maybe 11, like that. You just discuss with calculate with 1 or 2 values. Always you will get 1, and there ends your answer. Okay, and now this is your problem. Just have a look. So that's the problem. G of x is x square plus x minus 2. Half of g of f of x is 2x square minus 5x plus 2 and f of x. See, for suppose if you wish to solve the problem in an objective approach, okay, you just take x is equals to 1. What will happen? Okay, for an objective approach in a smart way, what I am saying is you just take x is equals to 1. g of 1 is 0. 1 plus 1 minus 2. Half of g of f of 1 is equals to what? See, 2 minus 5 plus 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 minus 5 is minus 1. And when you take from there, we need to get the value of f of 1. Okay. X plus, if it is x is equals to 1, 2 minus 3 minus 1. This is 5. This is 4. This is 0. G of 1 is 0. Okay. G of 1 is 0, right? And that's why whenever it is 0, 2x square minus 5x plus 2. If you factorize it, what are the roots for that? Okay. 2 2's 4 minus 4x. 2x square minus 4x minus x plus 2. 2x of x minus 2 minus 1 of x minus 2. So x is equals to 1 by 2 R2. Okay. So x is equals to 1 by 2 R2. G of 1 is 0. G of x, whenever it is 0, x square plus x minus 2, when you factorize it, x square plus 2x minus x minus 2 is equals to 0. X of x plus 2 minus of x plus 2 is equals to 0. So x is equals to 1 or minus 2. So g of 1 is equals to g of minus 2 is equals to 0. This is one identification. Since g of x is x square plus x minus 2, yeah, when you factorize it, one identification is g of 1 is equals to g of minus 2 is equals to 0. When you factorize this as we did, 2x square minus 5x plus 2 is equals to 0, and this is equals to x is equals to 1 by 2 comma 2. Is it right? Yeah. So from this situation we have that g of f of 1 by 2 is equals to g of f of 2 is equals to 0. As we have here, either g of 1 is 0 or g of minus 2 is 0, and from this either g of f of 1 by 2 is 0 or g of f of 2 is 0. That in the sense, here g of 1 and 1 minus 2 is there, here g of f of 1 by 2 and f of 2 is there. We need to match this. So since we are going to find the value of f of x, you just take x is equals to 1 by 2 in the options. If you get either 1 or minus 2, that is one possibility. If you take x is equals to 1 by 2 in the first option, 2 into, see 1 minus 3 is minus 2. Okay. When you replace here, 2 plus 3 is 4, not possible. Okay. 2 plus 1 is 3, not possible. And you just, this is your option. Okay. When you take x is equals to 2, then 2 into 2, 4 minus 3, again it is 1. Is it clear? So when you match f of 2 and f of 1 by 2. For f of 1 by 2, you need to get any one value among these two. For f of 2, again you need to get any one value among these two. See, check from the options. If you replace x with 1 by 2, 2x minus 3 gives us minus 2. If you replace x with 2, this 2x minus 3 gives us 1. So now it is very clear that 2x minus 3 is our option. Okay, just have a look. So d is a function from natural numbers to natural numbers, and d of n is the number of positive divisors. Number of positive divisors or factors, both are same, right? We need to count the number of factors. and d of n is always the number of factors. For suppose if I say d of 2, what are the factors for 2? 1 is a factor, 2 is a factor. So d of 2 is 2. If I take d of 6, what are the factors for 6? 1 is a factor, 2 is a factor, 3 is a factor, 6 is a factor. So d of 6 is 4. Like that we need to count the number of factors. So okay, at present we need to think about the number of divisors or the number of factors for the prime numbers. See, as we know, every prime number has only two factors, 1 and itself. So for every prime, okay, d of prime number is always 2. d of 2 is 2, d of 3 is 2, d of 5 is 2, right? But here d of p power 7. Okay, I need to think for that prime number to the power some other number. See, if I say d of 2 square, what are its factors? 1 is a factor, 2 is a factor, 2 square is a factor. So it has 3 positive factors. Okay. If I take d of 2 cube, again think about it. d of 2 cube is 8. What are the factors for 8? 1, 2, 4 and 8 are only the factors. No other factor is there for that 2 power 3. So d of 2 power 3 is 4. In the same way, if I take d of 3 power 4 or any number to the power 4 like that. See, for this 3 power 4 81, if you search for the factors 1, 3, 3 square, 3 cube, 3 power 4 are only the factors. So number of factors are 5. So like that, see, just observe. Prime number to the power 4, the number of factors are 5. Prime number to the power 3, the number of factors are 4. Prime number to the power 2, number of factors are 3. Here prime number to the power 7, the number of factors are 8. So this is equals to d of 8. And d of 8 is simply nothing but what? 2 cube, right? And d of 8 already we found it as 4. So this is d of 4. And d of 4 is 2 square, right? And for d of 4 already we found it as 3. So your answer is 3 at the end. So for this, you need to know a little bit knowledge related to the number of factors. Okay, this is a problem just related to the number 3. Okay, just have a look.